My aunt would tell my mom not to be too harsh on me since I was only a kid, but she never listened to her. When I turned 11 and started my period, my mom told me to stop being dramatic and that I was not dying, even though she never told me anything about a woman's body or even how to shave. No, I am 34 and my mom is on her last breath telling me she always loved me, even though the only form of love was sitting by myself with the smell of cookies on Christmas when my mom wouldn't let me into the kitchen. Now she's asking me to go into her hospital room and have me show her love. Stop being so dramatic. You always have done this when you were little with my husband complaining about who got more presents or something like that. As she smiled and went to sit down on a chair that was barely half her size. Well, I just don't want to go say goodbye to mother. Is that wrong? All you and my brother do all day is reproduce and cook for your family. I bet those lags have had enough of pushing out 18 kids. No wonder you're so chunky. I had enough of her fat shaming me or telling me that I was in the wrong for not seeing my mom. I know I shouldn't have called her chunky, but she deserved it. My sister-in-law gasped so hard her wig fell off of her head and onto the floor, showing everyone her bald spot on her head. You, what have I done to you for you to call me chunky? I don't even know why you're hard. You were never even part of our family ever. Your mom never even wanted you in the first place, you homewrecker. I rolled my eyes, stood up and said very loudly before walking out of the hospital, "At least I have the decency to wear a bra. We can see your fat plums hanging out of that small-ass shirt you have on. And why are you even wearing bikini bottoms to a hospital? Are you trying to look for a new husband? Ooh, what I forgot, the only husband you can find is a long foot burger from Taco Bell." Everyone looked at us laughing at my sister-in-law. She stood up, her plums shaking as she stood and ran towards me, but tripped and feel the whole hospital started to shack as she fell. When the nurse came out to check and helped her up, there was a crack on the floor from where she fell. You think you can chase me? You can't even stand up straight without falling on your ass. And you have the nerve to call me a home wrecker. You a literal home wrecker. Ooh, what, you're the wrecking ball. I forgot, I sound mean. But when her and my brother first started to see each other, she called all of my friends and told them I had an STD from sleep with my grandpa. And then last Christmas she told me to wear her dress that had period blood on the back. And let's not forget how she tried to run me over with a car in our front yard. When I got home, I had 178 missed calls from my brother. I called him back, and he yelled at me for saying that stuff to his wife. And I said, "You want to start, you spoiled little bitch? You and your wife ruined my life, and you want to tell at me for being mean when your wife almost killed me? I am surprised how you even had kids. She weighs around 874 pounds, and you want me to believe you had kids? I do think so. You can shut your pig ass up before I call my grandma and tell her how you took her leg shaver and started to shave your wife's legs." I turned off the phone and hung up. We haven't talked since. And honestly, I am glad I found a nice family. I have a husband and 3 kids. Ellie, Sam, and Sahara. Ellie is 6. Sam is 7 and Sahara is 8, all a year apart. And I am happy we do our own thing on holidays, and that's all I am happy for. But last night, I got a call that my brother was going to come and jump me when it has been years, supposedly. His wife told him that I stalked her and threatened her to tell me where her kids are sleeping in her house and said that I wanted to kidnap or some shit. Part 2 coming soon.